All right, we got our Bears Patriots preview coming up here, and this is the question of the day. Will the Bears fire Matt Eberflus if they lose on Sunday to New England? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Can he survive this Sunday with the loss? I'm not sure he can. So if you think he gets fired with the loss to New England, type Y for yes, type N for no. The Bears are 6.5-point favorites, which, as of Thursday, was their would be their biggest game as a favorite since 2021. So it would be the biggest favorite Flus has had since taking over as this team's head coach. Over under at 38.5. So that's a pretty significant spread with that over under between the two teams. The Bears have won 8 straight in a row at Soldier Field, so got that going for them. Flus has that going for him in a very pivotal game in his coaching career. And I'll make my stance clear. He should not be able to survive a loss against the Patriots. Like, you lose at home to New England, who is one of the worst teams in football. Especially if Drake Maye outplays Caleb Williams, like, that's alarm bells. Like, you can't let this go on any further. In that case, too, especially if the offense struggles, you'd probably have to fire both him and Shane Waldron. Maybe you make, like, John Hoke the interim or Richard Hightower and then have Thomas Brown call the offense. But you'd have to do something, and we'll see if that happens. Hopefully the Bears win, but if not, you'd have to think that a major change could be coming. All right, who has the edge in this matchup? Head coach, push. I'm not going to pick Flus the rest of the way. Gerard Mayo's proven hardly anything, and in fact, nothing. But Flus hasn't really proven anything in 2.5 years as a head coach, so I'll go push in that regard. Quarterback, I'll go push. If it was 2-3 weeks ago, I would say Caleb, but he's not played that well the last couple weeks. I don't think it's nearly all on him. I think Shane Waldron and a lot of other things have a lot of blame, but Caleb's missed some throws too. Drake Maye is obviously has a smaller sample size. It's been pretty decent, honestly, considering how bad that team is. So give Maye a lot of props. He was my QB2 coming out of this class. I think Caleb, Drake, and Jaden all have a chance to be really, really good. But I'll go push right now. Caleb's obviously played a lot more. His highs have obviously been higher. His lows have probably been lower. Drake's probably been more in the middle, like good, not great. So we'll see kind of what shows up on Sunday. Skill guys, even though I think this receiver trio has underwhelmed from expectation, I mean, if you just compare it to the Patriots, it's really not close. I think the Bears clearly have better skill guys, so got to give them the clear advantage there. Offensive line, I'll go push. I mean, the Patriots O-line is atrocious, but the Bears do have a lot of injuries, so I think that does kind of even it out. And let's face it, it's not like the Bears have a good O-line either. So if both were fully healthy, I'd go Bears, but that's not the case, so I'll just leave it in the push category for now. Download Game Time and go check out this game or any other Bears game, Bulls game, Blackhawks, sporting event, anything else with our sponsor, Game Time. Get off the couch this fall and go check out some games. Go check out some concerts because there's nothing like being at a live event and, being around other people. It's a lot of fun. And I know I've used Game Time on numerous occasions to go watch TCU play. Basketball season is here as well, so I'm going to be doing that. Their new feature called Game Time Picks makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play much easier. It'll filter out the fluff to show you the best deals on the best seats so you don't have to scroll through thousands of tickets. Whether you're getting tickets for a concert, comedy show, sporting event, or anything else, Game Time has you covered with views from the seats, super deals, which are the best bang for your buck, and last-minute tickets for the lowest prices guaranteed. So download Game Time today. Use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase only right now. That's code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Terms apply. Download Game Time today. What time is it? It's game time. All right, defensive line. I will go Bears here. Montez Sweat is back. They did lose Andrew Billings, but Christian Barmore has been out all year for New England. Their defensive line hasn't been very good, so I'll go Bears. Linebackers, I'll actually go push. Anthony Jennings has been pretty solid for New England. They have a couple other guys who've stepped in there and played, and on paper, TJ Edwards, Tremaine Edmonds, Jack Sanborn supposed to be pretty good, but they've been kind of spotty this year. Edwards has still been solid. Edmonds has been up and down. I'll go push at linebacker. Secondary, I'll give the Bears the edge. Hopefully Kyler Gordon is playing. Depending on when you're watching this, we may or may not have an answer on that. Brisker's still out, but I still think the Bears secondary is a little bit better than the Patriots, although New England's isn't bad. Kyle Duggar, nice player. Christian Gonzalez, really good player. So keep that in mind. Special teams, I will go with the Bears. Their kicking game is better. Now, Marcus Jones is an excellent return man for New England, but I trust the Bears' overall special teams unit just a little bit more based on the metrics. All right, do you want the Bears to win this game? Are you conflicted? If you want them to win, type W for win. Or if you want them to lose because maybe you think that'll get Matt Eberflus fired, type L for lose. Excuse me. All right, keys to victory. I've told you, I'm not changing this first bullet point until they do it. Got to start fast on offense. I mean, look at the chart now. 8 games. You got 6 punts, a field goal, and a missed field goal. Even last week, you were actually moving the ball down, and then penalties and a sack, and all of a sudden you have to punt. So it's just atrocious, man. Can you get some points on the – I'm not even asking for a touchdown anymore. Can we get a field goal? Get a field goal, please. Please. Shane, Caleb, offensive line, receivers, everyone. Can we get some points? It's embarrassing. Start these games off quicker, please. All right. Get Caleb back on track. Get me back on track. Last 2 games haven't been good. I think there's a lot of reason. If you watched Dan Orlovsky's breakdown, he ripped Shane Waldron's passing concepts. He also pointed out Caleb's gone big game hunting a little too much. I think they gotta. I don't want to dumb down the offense, but you gotta balance chasing the big play versus taking the check down or the underneath throw, and knowing when to push the ball down the field. Caleb admitted earlier this week he's been frustrated with his accuracy because that's not been an issue for him throughout his playing career. Obviously, the NFL is a different beast, but sometimes just normal throws he's missing. So last 2 weeks haven't been great. Got to get back to where he was in that 3-game winning streak before then when he completed 74% of his throws. I don't think that pace is what you expect, but getting to the 60s, I mean, 49.2, that's well below average. Subscribe to the channel. We're shooting for 108,000 subscribers as soon as possible. If you're a diehard Bears fan, if you want to consume Bears content every single day, we're the channel for you because we don't miss a day. We bring you videos every single day. So subscribe right now. We got you covered. Number 3, target DJ Moore early and often. There's a lot of, tempers flaring. Seems like there's some friction with DJ, the offense, Caleb, etc. They both talked about the frustrations this week. Let's manufacture some plays for him. You got to get him involved, get him engaged in some of these games. By the way, I don't know why I wrote 3 touchdowns in the bottom there. He's got 3 touchdowns this year, 0 touchdowns the last 3 weeks, 10 catches for 80 yards the last 3 weeks, which is just, for his level, that is just atrocious. You got to get him more involved. Pressure Drake Maye. Young quarterback, hasn't played a lot yet. He obviously can run around and make some plays, so just because you pressure him doesn't mean he's never going to make a play. But, that offensive line has issues. You should be able to get pressure on Maye. Sometimes you blitz, sometimes you don't. You should still be able to win up front. Montez Sweat back. He should win some one-on-one battles if he gets them. Gervon Dexter should as well. O-line's pretty bad for New England, so get pressure on Drake and make him make some quick decisions. And then back to the offense, commit to the running game. Listen, obviously you want to develop Caleb, but I think something that opens everything up is just running the football. And, you haven't been as good at that the last 2 weeks. I know 2 weeks ago the numbers looked pretty good, but 55 of that came on one run from DeAndre Swift. Patriots are 26th in rush defense this year, giving up 137 yards a game. This should be a game where Swift gets 20 touches, whether that's all carries or a couple of dump-offs, whatever. Feed this guy. So, had a 1,000-yard season last year. He's on track to hit that number again this year. He's been really good the last 5 games or so. So I think you got to continue to make him a focal point. And if you're getting 4, 5, 6-yard chunks, that should ease it up on Caleb and kind of open up the passing game a little bit as well. All right, there you go. Who has the edge? Keys to victory. Bears, 6.5-point favorites at home against the New England Patriots. Who you got? What's your score prediction? Let me know who wins. What is the final score going to be? I think the worst case scenario is winning an ugly game because you're not going to fire Flus after a win. And two, it wouldn't feel that much like a win. Like if you win, let's just beat their ass, and then hopefully you carry some momentum into that Packers game. But if you lose, maybe they make a change at head coach. Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. Unfortunately, I do have the dreaded close win as a prediction. I think the Bears are too talented to lose to the Patriots at home. I got the Bears 21-16. I do think 6.5 points is too much for how the Bears have played the last couple of weeks. So from a gambling standpoint, I would take New England and the under. But Bears get back in the winning column, get to 5-4, 21-16 win over the Patriots. All right, that's going to do it for Chicago Bears. Now we'll see what happens on Sunday for a game that doesn't feel that significant across the league. I think for both these teams, it's a pretty interesting one. For if you're a Patriots fan, you're hoping Drake Maye can outplay Caleb Williams, and if you're a Bears fan, you're conflicted. Do you want to win and kind of keep your season alive? Do you want to lose and have Matt Eberflus get fired? It's going to be very, very interesting to see how it plays out. We'll have it covered. We'll be live on Sunday for Bears Patriots.